Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Fam2Cents cooking video. And this video is going to actually be a quick and short one. Today we're making catfish, and there's not a lot really involved in this process, so we're going to go ahead and knock this video out real quick. I'll show you guys how I make it, and maybe you guys can share recipes with me down below. I would actually be looking forward to trying any recipes that you guys have, because you know, I've been kind of messing around with this for a while, and this is the way that I like to cook mine. But you know, different flavor profiles are awesome, and there's more than one way to cook something, so be sure to let me know your catfish recipes down below. And the first thing we're going to do is start off with our eggs. Now I am cracking these eggs into a strainer because I figured out a little trick to make very nice omelets, and it gets rid of a lot of the gelatinous part of the eggs or whatever. So as you can see, I'm straining it into the bowl, and what I do is I take whatever I'm using to mix it, whether it be chopsticks or a fork, and you rub it along the bottom of the strainer, and it pulls all of the good stuff that you want through the strainer and leaves a lot of the gelatinous stuff in the strainer, so that way it's not getting into your food. You're not getting that weird sticky stuff on your chicken and everything like that. If you're coating that, it just makes coating things a little bit easier. And I'll usually add a little bit of milk to it, but this time I'm doing catfish, so this time I added mustard. And I know that might be weird to some people, but mustard on fish, fried fish, is really good to me. And I added a little hot sauce for some spice this time around, which wasn't planned. That was just kind of a last minute thing, but I really enjoy putting like coating fish in like mustard base usually instead of an egg wash, but this time I decided to combine them, and I went ahead and quickly seasoned it with some Old Bay seasoning and some pepper, and that's pretty much it. And this time, instead of dipping it into it, I went on ahead and poured the mixture over the fish and let it kind of sit in there. And we'll be coating them this way, so give it a nice stir and make sure they're all nice and coated, and then we'll flour them and then sit them to the side. Now the mixture that I have there with the flour, that is half cornmeal, half flour, because you know it's catfish, so of course you got to use cornmeal, but I like to use a little bit of flour too, to get all the places that the cornmeal can't. And you just go ahead and give that a nice toss. And what I like to do is I'll toss them into the flour, pull them out of the mixture, toss them right into the flour, and then I'll let them sit for a while. And what'll happen is once they sit for a while, you'll start to see the flour just kind of soak into it. Like you'll see you'll see the mixture just kind of soaking up the flour, and it'll start to get kind of this caked on look. And once you get that, right before you get ready to fry them again, you toss them in the flour cornmeal mixture one more time, and that'll give you a really nice coating. I'm starting to use this method for lots of things. I'm sure you guys have seen it in more than a few videos now, where I'm using this method to coat stuff, because it works. It really works, because you don't have that issue when you just flour something, you toss it in the fryer, and all the flour kind of dissipates. That's not an issue anymore, because you give it a chance to set, and then that last layer sticks to it, because it becomes like a very sticky substance, and it's on there. So this method has worked for me. You know, it may not work for everybody, but you guys, like I said, you guys share your methods and stuff down below. And that's pretty much it. It's prepped. You know, it's fairly straightforward, pretty simple. Nothing to it. The last thing we got to do is basically fry it, and then we're good to go. So I like easy, very simplistic recipes like this, even though it can be a little messy, because it's just it's something quick and easy to make. And I cook tilapia the same way. I cook when I do breaded shrimp, I do it the same way. You know, it's just I don't know, it's efficient, and it's the best way that I found to do it, to give me the results that I want. But you know, like I said, everybody's a little bit different, so you guys have seen enough coating, so let's go ahead and move to the frying. And there's not a lot to really say here. You just toss it into the grease or the oil or whatever, and let it do its thing. And you cook it for About 6 minutes. Doesn't have to cook really long. Catfish doesn't take that long to cook. If you have it on medium high, it'll probably take about 5 to 6 minutes, as long as you're flipping them and making sure that they're cooking evenly. And there you have it. It's pretty simple, and it comes out exactly how I like it. The breading is exactly how I want it to be when I eat catfish. And I don't know, man. I'd like to see if you guys could top this, because I don't know, man. I've made it like this. This is the way that I've kind of perfected my recipe, and I love it. So I'm very curious to try your guys' recipes, and maybe next time when I do a video on this, if I get enough submissions, I'll do a side-by-side comparison of all of them, and we can kind of make a video out of that. That'll be fun. So yeah, we'll go ahead and watch this finish cooking. You'll be able to see the final results. And that's the video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and share. We're almost to 400 subscribers, guys, so keep hitting that like button, keep subscribing, and keep sharing this everywhere you can, man. I would really appreciate it. Also, be looking out for a live stream today. There might be a cooking stream today. I won't make any promises, but be checking your notifications, because that might be a thing. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.